father of my husband, Henry, he served in the military. A lot of things goes on their mind, and just like in the beauty we need, they used to work on the farm so they can keep those off their mind, whatever happened while they were in the service. When you plow, do you see how this is? It's straight. The person done this will have a good mind. The cricket that is really straight. That's how your mind should be. You keep on focusing on the plow.
What a lot of people don't know is that I'm related to Lorraine. It's my dad's cousin, and it's good to know that our family lineage even goes back that far to Torreon, which I didn't know about till right now.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm only aware of Loretta, my late Nellie lady Agnes, and
Martha.
Martha.
Yes.
I only knew her as Ma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ma.
Yeah, Ma, that's all I knew of her as.
Yes.
Ma, Loretta, and Agnes.
Yes.
Yeah. But all I knew is that they're from Burnham.
Yes.
And
that's where my grandma is from. My grandpa is from Torreon. I guess a place called Ant Hill out there.
Oh, okay, so the Ant Hill is located in Torreon.
Yes. So it ought to change it because his brothers used to live out that way, and that I met a family from there yesterday, and that Sarah and her daughter Marie, and we haven't seen them for a long time, but I was glad to see them, and I guess they come out here during the Northern or Navajo Northern Fair,
Which is wrapping up today.
Yes,
Yep.
Today's. And yes, they're from Jimmy Carillito. And then there's a Toledo that are there too, and Torreon. So like Nick was telling me that Agnes, yes, Agnes is originally from there. But she was adopted to my grandpa, Red Horse Brigade. That I'm glad that my mom took us out there to meet the family, and all those elderlies or pioneers.
Yeah.
They're gone to be with the Lord before us. So I would have, really got to know them. I didn't really got to know them. And I'm sure my siblings are the one that knows about this a lot, because my mom used to go out there with them, is Steve and Paula. So they used to go out there and meet with those family.
And that's your brother and sister.
Yes.
There's Steve, Paula, Sterling
and Paul.
Paul.
Yes. The place that we're at in Navajo name is Isosakatolia, Navajo Jago Burnham. Out of we live south of the chapter house, and there's a wash right there. It's called Hunter Wash. Yeah.
I think that's where my dad got stuck in a few times.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. There's a lot of memories out there. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like it's not like this where there's trees. It's just like
It's just flat.
A flat. Oh.
Well, it's anybody has an idea of Newcomb and Sheep Springs, And if you look to the east, that's how the landscape is out in Burnham. It's flat and it's a little dry from what I remember, except when there's a flash flood, there's a flash flood.
Yes,
Yeah.
when it rains, yes, it gets really muddy out there.
Yep.
And now that everything have changed, the day that we brought up out there in Burnham, there wasn't no running water or electricity. Now that they have running water, electricity, and I'm glad they improve in those
Infrastructure
areas.
improvements.
Yes, and even the roads are blade, and where the bus that the chaho, they're blade now, and it does need more work, but maybe a couple more years it'll be different out there. And are ita peta halon do aro llita da halon do bekashita da halon are are cash ara yesana sha, that's where I'm from, Newcomb, Burnham do are Kina's Bob, it's Andrew Charlotte, who I'm coming from, is from Kina's Bob, Red Horse Brigade. He brought Ehud Alba Hunson as becoming a grandmother, and it's good that I got to know my grandma and my mom. And my mom, she died in 2011, and she was 86 years old. Without a shamahalona, I'm glad that she told me some stuff about where I'm from, and Nihijigo Ashijigo E Yahai. From my grandma, she told us there was seven grandmas, different roots. There's one in Crystal, there was one in Tenacity, there's several in Newcomb and Burnham area. A sani llagi bitaru I galigi e kon ndas dajana. De yaha Craggy Shin Bill Hogue. This is where he resided, and he is the son to the dad, I guess. I guess he was blind. So Asian Besano Kwagi, he got this field, I guess at the time, way back. This father of my husband Henry, he was a veteran. He served in the military, I think the same year as your grandpa George.
Oh yeah, George Sr.
Yes.
It was during, but Nellie Man, George Sr. served in the Korean War. He retired as a security officer with the Northern Navajo Medical Center, but it was the old one.
Yes.
Yeah.
This one, he's been doing this a lot, and my husband was telling me that this used to be really rocky. The family wants to keep it going, to have something on the land.
Yeah.
Just because of the hard work that they did, and plus that they serve,
Well, yeah, they serve and they're able to obtain the land.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something to have for themselves, to keep them going. And as I hear, when they come back from military, a lot of things goes on their mind, and sometimes they go into the depression. But just like in the beauty way, they used to work on the farm, so they can keep those off their mind, whatever happened while they were in the service. That's what I know.
It helps them to get that peace of mind to reconnect with the land
Yes.
while they're busy working on it, and it helps as part of the recovery process.
Yes. This is by San Juan River, just across the hogback. Across from there is San Juan River.
Yeah, because I had that bend at Hogback.
Yes.
I remember my late uncle, used to say when he would hitchhike back late at night, he would hear footsteps and people talking behind him, but then he turns around, then there's nothing. That's what that bend reminds you of.
Yes. No,
So-
titilpish.
Oh, yeah.
Dinjana khotit au atil. This is still tender. So that one you can wash it and just go like that to it. Maybe you can get some. The white one is that one lady in Guati. About 2 or 3 the auto wash it and then cook it with beef or
Well, actually, my wife's been becoming an expert at cooking blue corn mush, and she makes that for breakfast now and then with eggs on top.
Oh.
And then the other one is she's wanting to make some beef or some mutton stew with some steamed corn in there.
With chili in it, like just like pasoli na halong.
Oh, exactly.
88. Wow, just so you can work on that.
All right.
And
there
then
you
you can have like probably.
I got the first unofficial sponsor of this video is corn from the Hogue family.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You'll be blessed.
Oh.
All the family. These are the blue ones. You can.
I hear in these last two, right?
Yeah. Like you said, Amber, your wife.
Oh.
No, well, she's beginning to learn how to do blue.
And she's really good at making fry bread too.
You can grind that. You can take it to, how you call it, Valley across from here. Valley Trading Post, and they can grind it for you.
Well, I could, because that's when you spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like you do it like that, and then you make that as, like you said, blue corn pancake, or, well, actually my granddaughter, she makes blue corn meal.
Oh.
Like cornmeal.
Can I grab one then?
Yeah.
Let's go. Actually, I'll let you select.
These are all different colors. Multiple. You can.
Well, I'm glad to hear your siblings doing well. I remember I used to see them a lot when I was young, when we lived up in...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're good. When we used to live up in Farmington.
Yeah. The blue corn, different colors.
Ah, okay. There we go.
And can take that one and then several of them. Pick them.
Yeah.
Like a handful.
Yeah, I'll just
and then do that to the white one and then the yellow one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Then you can decide what you can do with it. Like this one is still tender, so when you get back or something, you can make
steamed corn or something.
This one, like stew.
Stew.
Okay. I take these off like I did, and the blue one, you can do blue mush. Then the yellow one is some ceremonial go white you get blessings. And when you're planting, just like how this is, the corn. There's roots. When you put it underground, it grows. And then it becomes these branches. Deed Aushi is come like a, just for instance, this is our ancestor, Lake Ita, Aro Dinhama, dan her parents, Aro and grandparents, Aro Tego, Aro Nishe Kote, Deed out Kehon, Deed out. Jana go hot ego, na dig at it aid or how is the stem is. Did talk his be hollow. And the Bible does say that too. When you did these are us the branches and these are the stems. And he also says I'm the vine. So di a hot ego talk his be hollow. Di corn niki. Aro or jolalo. When you plow, do you see how this is straight? The person done this will have a good mind. It's not the hot ada, the cricket that is really straight. That's how your mind should be. You keep on focusing on the plow. You never turn back. Keep on going until whenever the race is completed. And that's what Bill done. His teaching, how he raised the kids, and even us. This is how we should be standing, how these corns are straight. That's how we should have our mind focusing to what is ahead, what we're going to accomplish. And he gives us wisdom, the yin. That's how he is grateful to us to give us these plants, all different sort. I mean, it's so amazing what he does in our life. Najonia, how our grandparents, the late, had Oshi, Nishidela from back then, and it's still carrying on to this day. And that's how we should teach our children how to stand firm, to be strong, to continue with their education, to learn about the nay, the Navajo's Niklinigi, Ohot Egon Hatchin and Jonon Danitino. Whatever relationship we have with our children, and also the belief that we are carrying on, it should be carried on to our children. Like for me, I am been in a little while I'll be going to church, and I'm teaching my grandchildren to be part of the church that we go to. So as they growing up, and I want them to know what God really gave us in this world, and what God can do for all of us, and in healing spiritually, mind, our bodies, and our soul. And to be a good relationship with others and communities, and what they're gonna do in their life later on. We all like to think of our children like that, our grandchildren, generation after generation. There's gonna be many stars that go when we continue to teach them in a good way. Needs them, each one of us. Is how we want to continue on, from our grandchildren. Though Nasa is gonna carry on, and even not can feel, and I always pray over these land before I do something on it, because and also the livestock or my mom went and my dad raised us to be a rancher out there. The best sharing all that. Over here to the farming.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now it's all part of it.
Yes.
All right, that was actually a very enjoyable episode. Mostly, I mean, I always learn stuff from everybody I meet, but this time it's nice to know a lot more about my Nelly side, my Nelly lady particularly, about where her family comes from and our lineage and the history of it, of how we ended up here. Well, how she ended up in Burnham and Shiprock. So it's great stuff. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. Until next time, we'll see you.